Okay, you know that feeling when life gets too vanilla? Like, everything's good, but it's all the same damn routine? That was me, married 8 years to a guy who's more reliable than he is exciting. Not his fault, really. It's just, after a while, well, some things get kinda stale. So, the gym becomes my little escape. Till one day, bam! New trainer walks in. Not just your usual gym rat. This guy's got that whole smoldering intensity thing going on. I'm not dead, okay? Suddenly, bicep curls are a whole lot more interesting. Suddenly, I'm choosing his classes. Suddenly, I care way too much about my workout leggings. Little voice in my head's like, oh, Sarah, trouble ahead. But that voice can shut the hell up. Then it happens. I'm all thumbs, texting my husband some boring thing, and it goes to Mr. Hot Trainer instead. Instant panic. Then, a spark. This could be fun, right? Stupid, reckless, totally unlike me. But the old, boring Sarah? She needed a shake-up. So I play it cool. Lol. Wrong number. I toss in a flirty emoji, just to test the waters. He fires one back. And like that, a door swings open. One I never thought I'd even peek into. Feels dangerous. Feels kinda good. Now, how the hell do I play this? Okay. Flirting over text is one thing. Then it starts getting real. I find myself inventing reasons to DM the trainer. Hey, what's the best stretch for insert random tight muscle? Yeah, I know I could Google it. But each time he replies, my heart thuds like I've sprinted a mile. Ridiculous. Then comes the whole, my husband sucks, angle. Nothing direct, just subtle digs disguised as venting. He's so clueless about stuff I used to find cute. Trainer guy eats it up, offering that sweet, sweet sympathy. Never felt so understood, and damn, does it feel good. One day after class, he suggests grabbing a protein shake. Totally casual, right? Wrong. We end up talking an extra hour about everything. Suddenly, the gym's not an escape, it's the only place I want to be. Those little workout lies start rolling off my tongue. My husband's none the wiser. And to my surprise, I don't even feel that guilty. More like, smug, look at me, being clever and getting away with it. There's a twisted thrill in the deception, a part of me disgusted, the other part buzzing with a weird power. The day he adjusts my squat form, his hand lingering on my lower back, it sends a jolt through me. Hot, confusing, wrong. Yet, as I drive home, all I can think is, how can I make it happen again? The boring, good wife in me is shrinking, and I don't know if I even want to stop it. That kiss changed everything. It wasn't some rom-com slow-mo moment. It was messy, desperate, hidden in the corner of the empty gym. And it lit me on fire. Suddenly, I wasn't the one getting chased, I was the hunter. The texting ramps up, late nights, riskier topics. The thrill of knowing I'm playing with something that could destroy my whole life? Addictive. Like, maybe I have a problem. But oh man, I don't want to fix it. The justifications come easy now. My husband isn't just boring, he's neglectful. He doesn't even notice the new me. And what's so terrible about wanting to feel desired? I mean, I deserve this, don't I? Lying becomes an art form. Phones locked down. Every text to trainer guy deleted faster than you can say, cardio. I'm inventing errands, doctor's appointments, anything to carve out the time I need. It's a rush, the perfect scheme, and I'm damn good at it. The weirdest part? It's changing me, not just the sneaking around, but me. At work, I'm bolder. With friends? God, I've got more sparkle than a disco ball. It's like a superpower, except only my husband's clueless about where it comes from. He looks at me different lately. Not the good kind of different. Part of me wants to scream, hey idiot, wake up. The other part? Well, it feels good to prove him wrong. And maybe, in some sick way, part of me wants him to find out. My whole life revolves around this stupid affair. What to wear? Not for my husband, hell no. It's tailoring outfits to catch trainer guy's eye. Inventing reasons to disappear? I could teach a masterclass in deception. And the rush of each meeting, it's better than I could have imagined. Looking at my husband across the dinner table, I feel almost disgusted. How can he be so ordinary? His dumb jokes, his predictable routine, it used to be comforting. Now, it makes me want to scream. Like, this is it? This is my reward for playing by the rules? One night, I almost blow it. Leave my phone open on the counter, trainer guy's name flashing up. My husband doesn't see, but I do. The near disaster feels like a sick ice bath. I'm not untouchable, I can get caught. That fear should make me back off, right? Wrong. It makes me bolder. I double down. Riskier texts, sneaking out for longer stretches. Every time I get away with it, it's like scoring points in a game only I know the rules of. But here's the thing no one tells you about living a lie. It's lonely as hell. My friends? I can't tell them the real reason I'm glowing these days. Trainer guy? Yeah, he's hot, but turns out, there's not much behind the abs. Sometimes late at night, after he's fallen asleep, I stare at my husband and feel, what? Not guilt, annoyance, maybe, at him, for not being enough. At myself, for needing this messed up escape to feel alive. But changing? No way. I'd rather be the queen of this crazy little kingdom than go back to being plain old Sarah. Wouldn't you? Suddenly, every little thing my husband does pisses me off. Him leaving his socks on the floor isn't just annoying, it's proof he doesn't give a damn about me. I pick fights over nothing, just to have an excuse to hurl accusations. He looks at me like I'm a total stranger. Part of me is thrilled. See, idiot? This is why I deserve better. Then the unthinkable happens. One night, he comes home late, smelling slightly of perfume I don't recognize. Boom. Blind, irrational jealousy. Maybe he's onto my game, trying to get revenge. The fact that I'm the one cheating gets totally lost in this twisted logic. Trainer guy seems to sense my craziness. Instead of those smoldering looks, he's giving me space. The panic hits me like a ton of bricks. This wasn't just supposed to be a fling, this was my lifeline. I need his attention, need to feel in control. My solution? Go bigger. Invent wilder lies. Get a freaking burner phone for the affair. Every text, every rendezvous feels like spinning plates. One's bound to come crashing down soon. The weight of it all is getting heavier. Each morning I look in the mirror and see a stranger staring back, exhausted and wired all at once. The thought of coming clean, of telling my husband the truth, it's terrifying. But so is staying on this path. What scares me more, getting caught, or realizing what a monster I've become? That I can't even recognize myself anymore? He's onto me, I swear it. My husband's watching me differently, this quiet suspicion in his eyes that makes me want to scream. Every question feels like a trap, every casual comment like an accusation. Of course, I throw it right back in his face, calling him controlling and paranoid. I'm on constant high alert, jumping at every text notification, hiding my phone like it's a murder weapon. My dreams are one long nightmare reel of getting caught. Waking up in a cold sweat has become my new normal. The thrill of the affair? It's curdled, replaced by gnawing dread. Then, on a totally ordinary Tuesday, he brings me flowers. Just because. And for one stupid, sickening second, I almost crack. The guilt washes over me, thick and suffocating. How can I look this sweet, clueless man in the eye and lie to his face? But just as quickly, I squash it down. No way am I giving up this escape route, not when my whole world feels this shaky. He's my enemy, right? That's easier to believe than the horrifying truth. The real monster isn't him, it's me. Suddenly, I'm seeing proof of my betrayal everywhere. A couple arguing on the street? They're definitely talking about me. A cheesy movie with a cheating plotline? Feels like a direct attack. I'm suffocating, trapped in this cage of my own making, and getting out looks more and more impossible with each passing day. Trainer guy isn't my little lapdog anymore. He's demanding more attention, later nights, wanting to go to that bar where half the town hangs out. Hello. Recipe for disaster. I never signed up to be someone's actual girlfriend. This was supposed to be an escape, not another set of obligations. Feeling cornered, I lash out. Accuse him of being needy, clingy, all the crap I've been throwing at my husband. His reaction stuns me. No pleading, no sweet talk. Just a cold, whatever, Sarah. Like he sees right through me, and couldn't care less. Suddenly, I'm the one feeling desperate, realizing how fragile this lifeline really is. The lies are becoming a tangled mess. Did I tell my husband I was working late, or was that my excuse for meeting trainer guy? One slip, and the whole house of cards collapses. Every interaction feels like a verbal minefield now. I'm paranoid, jumpy, and everyone's noticing. Work used to be my sanctuary. Now it's torture. I snap at coworkers for minor mistakes, critiquing them with the cruelty I should be turning on myself. My boss gives me that concerned look. Oh, I know what she's thinking. That carefully crafted image of perfect Sarah is starting to crack. Just when I feel like I can't hide any deeper, an old friend reaches out. Wants to grab coffee, catch up. My first instinct is pure, unadulterated terror. One innocent conversation, one slip of the tongue, and boom, it's over. My normal life, the life I've trashed, dangles by a thread and I feel utterly powerless to stop it from snapping. Okay, I'm done playing defense. It's time to take control. And by that, I mean stage manage the hell out of my exit. I can't be the one who messed up. This has to be my husband's fault. The man's practically a saint for putting up with me, right? A few calculated tears should do the trick. I start subtly dropping hints to my friends. Nothing outright, just little comments about how distant he's become, how my needs aren't getting met. Sympathy flows freely, and secretly, I feel vindicated. Serves him right for being so, not exciting. This scheming is surprisingly distracting. It gives me a twisted sense of purpose to outsmart everyone. I'm laying the groundwork for the perfect breakup story. The neglected wife who finally had enough. Then, trainer guy throws a wrench into my perfect plan. He's still pushing for more, and the more I pull away, the more suspicious he gets. One night, it boils over into a full-blown fight. The mask slips, and I see the ugly truth. He's not some knight in shining armor, he's selfish and demanding. Suddenly, my great escape doesn't feel so glamorous anymore. Then, the unthinkable happens. A stupid, autocorrect-fueled text meant for trainer guy lands in my husband's inbox instead. The blood drains from my face. This is it. It's gone beyond my control, the moment of truth I've been dreading and orchestrating all at once. I brace myself for screaming, accusations, shattered dishes. Instead, nothing. Just an awful, quiet silence that stretches on and on. He stares at me with this cold, dead look that's more terrifying than any rage could ever be. He doesn't even ask about the affair. We sit there in that suffocating silence, then he says, "The lies, Sarah. It's the lies." The word hangs in the air, heavier than any accusation. It's worse than I imagined. It's not the cheating that breaks him, it's the betrayal. I'm expecting a fight, a chance to defend myself, to spin some story about how he drove me to it. But the quiet, the disappointment in his eyes, it cuts right through me. My power narrative crumbles. This isn't a battle I can win with cleverness and manipulation. Left with this gaping hole where my righteous anger used to be, I finally see the truth. The empty apartment I've created, every room filled with deceit. The hollowed-out version of myself, obsessed with a fantasy escape. This isn't his fault, it's mine. Of course, my first instinct is still self-preservation. The apology spills out, but even as I say the words, I know they're empty. I'm sorry for what I've lost. Notice how that's all about me, not about the wreckage I've caused. He sees right through it, a flicker of disgust passing over his face. We exist in this awful limbo. No yelling, no thrown plates. Just the crushing weight of what I've done hanging between us. Each moment forces a choice. Do I dig in deeper, blaming him to excuse myself? Or do I try, maybe for the first time, to own the monstrous person I've become? That question? It's scarier than anything I've ever faced. My mind spins. All my careful plotting, the exit strategy I prided myself on, useless now. I can't own my crap, can I? Of course not. So, I scramble. Panic claws at me. I need a different escape route, now. Suddenly, inspiration strikes. A twisted, ugly kind. I weaponize his quiet sadness, twisting it. See, he doesn't even care enough to fight for me. I tell myself. Never mind the crushing truth echoing in that silence. I drown it out with righteous anger. My friends, bless their gullible hearts, eat it up. Old gripes about my husband are resurrected, embellished until I'm the picture of a neglected wife. The sympathy is a balm to my shattered ego. It's intoxicating, a twisted relief. Leaving the apartment is a theatrical act. Every box carried out, every suitcase heaved, is a performance. I'm the tragic heroine, finally escaping her cruel, unfeeling captor. The truth, that I'm the villain of this story. Well, that gets shoved way down deep. Those first days on my own are surprisingly giddy. The sympathy keeps flowing, validating my choice. I'm not Sarah the cheater, I'm Sarah the survivor. The gnawing guilt, the image of my husband's broken face? I stifle it. If I don't think about it, it didn't happen, right? Weeks roll into months. The story morphs, hardens. My friends solidify into my cheering section, reinforcing the tale of the resilient woman who finally broke free. I soak up their support, yet deep down, something gnaws. Even while surrounded by warmth, I've never felt more alone. The new apartment is pristine, the freedom I craved laid out before me. Problem is, I don't know who I am outside the role of wronged wife. All this time and energy spent being angry at my husband. Turns out it masked a horrifying truth. I have no clue what I actually enjoy, who I really am. Nights are the worst. Sleep is fragmented, haunted by echoes of my choices. Sometimes I wake up in a sweat, convinced he's standing over me. Other times, my mind races, dissecting conversations, looking for clues I missed, desperate to pinpoint the exact moment things went wrong so I can assure myself it won't happen again. Flirting re-enters my life. At first, the attention's thrilling, a reminder of my desirability. Yet, it's hollow. With every interaction, a voice whispers, "Careful, this is how it started last time." My fresh start feels stained by a pattern I can't seem to escape. Word gets back to me, my husband's moved on. A strange, bitter relief washes over me, followed by a jolt of fear. If he's happy, doesn't that shatter my whole narrative? Without him as the villain, I'm forced to face the uncomfortable truth. Maybe the problem really was me all along. Occasionally, a sliver of real regret seeps in. I think about reaching out, a genuine apology. But those seconds of vulnerability are terrifying. Admitting I was wrong, truly wrong, feels like unraveling the last threads of who I think I am. So, I cling to my righteous escape story. When a coworker complains about her boyfriend, I'm the expert, doling out advice gleaned from my experience. Secretly, I crave that messy stability, but it's easier to dispense wisdom than live it. And when a new guy at the gym catches my eye, a familiar thrill mixed with terror courses through me. The attraction is undeniable, the warning signs too. I tell myself it's different, I'm in control this time. But the echo of that old, desperate question rings louder than ever. Am I doomed to repeat this pattern, a prisoner of my own destructive choices, forever chasing a twisted